What's up, guys? Brendan Hancock here with another episode of Groove Subaru today, and today we're going to take a look at the all-new 2018 Subaru Forester, and in particular we're going to take a close look at all of the different trim levels that are available to you on this vehicle. Now, the Subaru Forester is one of our #1 selling cars here, just after the Subaru Outback, and it ranges in price starting in the $23,000 range all the way up to almost $38,000. And so with a price gap like that, it's really important to understand the differences between the trim levels so that you can find the best Subaru Forester that fits your needs. So in total, there are 8 trim levels of the Subaru Forester, starting with the 2.5i model that we have here. Next, we move on to the 2.5i Premium that we have right here, one of our most popular trim levels, I would say. Next, we move on to the 2.5i Limited, which we see right here. The next trim level up is going to be the 2.5i Touring. Now, this is one of the top of the line models here. It comes with a lot of the bells and whistles. We do sell quite a few of these, and one of my favorites because it comes with brown leather option, which I love brown leather. Now we're going to move on to the different engine options that we have here. So we have the XT Premium, which is sort of middle of the road in terms of amenities, but with a larger engine. Then up to the XT Touring, which is equipped very similar to the 2.5i, but does come with the larger engine, which we'll get into more detail in just a bit. And then we're moving on to some of the limited edition models. Here in particular, we have the 50th Anniversary Edition, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. And then also the awesome Black Edition, which is also new for 2018. So let's take a closer look, and let's start off with the 2.5i Forester. Now, the 2.5i Forester is also sometimes referred to as the base model, and while it does come pretty well equipped from the factory with symmetrical all-wheel drive, Bluetooth audio streaming, voice activation, backup camera, and also a 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment system, it doesn't come with a lot of options to add a bunch of things to it. For example, you're not able to add navigation to this. You can't add eyesight or a moonroof, things of that nature that you can with some of the other trim levels that we'll get to later. Now, you can get the 2.5i in either a 6-speed manual transmission or in the CVT, which is the one that we see here. So that is one option that you do have. The other option, obviously color, and then the third option is going to be to add what we see here, which is the alloy wheel package. So these right here, these are the 17-inch alloy wheels. You'll see these on a couple of other trim levels as well. The actual full-on base model will come with steel wheels with hubcaps on them. So I do like these alloy wheels a little bit more comfortable ride in my personal opinion. And it's also going to come as part of that package as well, the roof rails that you see up here. Now, if this was an absolute base model, it would not have these roof rails, and if you wanted to add the cross rails, you could do that, but you still wouldn't see these bars up here. Now, a few ways to spot a 2.5i Forester from, for example, higher trim levels. The 2.5i is the only one that's going to have these black mirrors like this that you see on here. So they're not going to be body colored, and you're also not going to see the fog lights down here that you'll see on some higher trim levels. But overall, the vehicle is very, very well equipped. It comes with Subaru's standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, has 8.7 inches of ground clearance, plenty of cargo space for 5 passengers to sit comfortably, and it's extremely good in the snow with that ground clearance and all-wheel drive. The other thing with this is it's very fuel efficient. You can get up to 32 miles per gallon on the highway, which really is what makes the Subaru Forester an excellent choice. Now, the next trim level up is the 2.5i Premium, and this is going to be one of our more popular trim levels because this is really where you start to have the opportunity to add a couple of different options and accessories, things of that nature that aren't necessarily available to you on the base. So you're getting a lot of convenience features and things, but you're not paying a ton of extra money for example, leather seats or push-button start, things of that nature. So we are still going to see these 17-inch alloy wheels that you see here. The big thing that you're going to notice, and the easiest way to kind of spot a premium from a base model, is going to be with these body-colored side mirrors. So we do have the body-colored side mirrors. This color in particular, this is called Venetian Red. Now, a couple of things that you are going to get standard with the premium trim level, which starts in the mid $26,000 range for the 6-speed manual transmission, and then this one is the CVT option. But a few things that will come standard, you will get the all-weather package, which is the heated seats, the heated side mirrors, and also the base of the front windshield is also going to be heated for you as well. You're also going to get the upgraded 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which will give you texting capabilities, and in my personal opinion is just a little bit smoother of a system. You'll see a variation of this in the remainder of all the other trim levels. So the 2.5i is the only one that does come with that 6.5-inch screen there. The other things that you're going to get with this, if it is not the manual transmission, you will get what's called X mode, which is our off-road mode. It's going to come with some throttle control management properties, and also which is going to help to prevent slippage in sort of deep snow or also light off-roading scenarios, and also has a feature called hill descent control, which is if you're going down a really steep driveway, it's going to use stability and traction control to kind of brake for you, so you're not even touching the brakes. The car is doing a lot of the work. Now, the premium trim level also is going to come standard whether you have the manual or the automatic transmission with a massive panoramic sunroof. This is, in my opinion, one of the best things about the Forester. It is a massive moonroof, really just encompasses that whole excellent visibility. I think that the Subaru Forester has the best visibility out of any of the cars that we have. So a couple of other things that will come standard on the premium. You will also get the Starlink safety and security system. You'll get that free for 1 year with the option to upgrade to up to 3 years. And that's going to give you things such as enhanced roadside assistance. It's also going to give you emergency crash notification, maintenance reminders, and a whole bunch of other features to give you an extra peace of mind while you're out driving on the roads in case you do run into a not so pleasant scenario while you're out there. Now, the premium, like I said, does give you the option to add a lot of different features to it. So you could get this, for example, with eyesight if you wanted to, which is the pre-collision braking system, adaptive cruise control, blind spot, those types of features. So you really do have the option to kind of customize this a little bit more. Now, the manual transmission, however, does just come as that option. So you'll get all the features that are standard with the premium trim level, but you're unable to add things like eyesight and that. With the manual, you can with the CVT. Now, the next trim level as we move up tier is going to be the 2.5i Limited trim level. Now, I'm continuing to say 2.5i because these cars that we've talked about so far all have the 2.5 liter boxer engine. So it's going to be the horizontally opposed like all of our boxer engines. It's going to produce about 175 horsepower. Now, the 2.5i Limited, an easy way to remember this is limited leather. So that's really the biggest thing that you're going to see here is this is going to come with the leather interior. Now, you do have the heated seats in the premium, but this one in particular is going to have the leather interior. The premium has some leather, you know, kind of on some soft touch surfaces, but not full-on interior here. So this will come with all of the features that you see on the premium and simply add the leather seats here. It is going to come standard with the blind spot detection, however, even if it doesn't have the eyesight package, which is another option available. Now, this one in particular does have the eyesight safety feature option. And most of the limiteds that you're going to see are going to come with that, but technically you could get a 2.5i Limited without that if you wanted to. Now, a few other things that you're going to see in here with this, you will also have the automatic climate control, which you do actually have on the premium, so I did forget to say that. But this will come with the automatic climate control and is also going to come with the automatic rear lift gate with memory height as well. So with the click of a button, you can easily lift up the gate for you. You can actually program it so that it will stop at a certain height there for you. Now, a couple of other things that this has with option packages, you will see that this one does come standard with the fog lights that we're not seeing over there. And you do also have, since this does have eyesight, you do have the LED steering responsive headlights on this vehicle as well. That is not a standard feature on the Limited, however, but when you do have eyesight, that does come equipped with that. A couple of other things you'll see here on the Limited. This does also have the spoiler. You do see that on the premium as well, so I did forget to mention that. This does come with the spoiler on the back, which really gives it, in my opinion, a little bit more of a sporty look, really rounds out the back a little bit better there. Now, the next trim level that we're going to take a look at is going to be the 2.5i Touring. Now, this is one of my favorite trim levels. I personally love the turbo option, but we'll get to that in a minute here. But the 2.5i Touring is really the top of the line. Now, with the other trim levels, you do have the option to kind of customize things, you know, get eyesight, things of that nature. But with the Touring option, it comes fully loaded. Really, the options that you do have with this car is you can pick your color, and you can also decide if you want to have a brown leather interior or a black leather interior or the other, you know, interior color options that are available to you. Those are kind of limited with certain colors. So certain colors will only come available with certain interior colors for the leather, and also not all of the colors are available with the brown leather interior that you see here. Now, a couple of things, this obviously does come standard with all of the bells and whistles. You will see the reverse automatic braking on this, so you'll actually have on your screen, it will tell you how close you're getting, and will actually stop if you're about to back into an object. and this does come standard with the steering responsive headlights. It also comes standard with the steering responsive fog lights. Really everything that you could possibly get here with the Subaru Forester, this vehicle is going to come with standard. It's also going to come standard with navigation as well. So the Touring is really the car for someone who really likes a lot of the bells and whistles. It comes standard with keyless entry and push to start. It has memory position for the seats. It has a heated steering wheel as well. So really the luxurious option. I used to say that the Outback, but when comparing the Outback to the Forester, that the Outback was really the luxury kind of car between the two, and I still think it is a smidge more. However, the Touring Forester has really started to narrow that gap with features such as the heated steering wheel. Now, we're moving on now to the other engine choices that we have here. So there's two engine options with the Forester. You can either get the naturally aspirated 2.5i, which is just the 4-cylinder there, or you can get the turbo option, which is my favorites right here. This is for the driving enthusiast. Very, very popular here in Colorado with the high elevations of driving and stuff that we're doing. Turbo cars are very, very good when driving at elevation because they're not affected quite as much as you would with a naturally aspirated car. So you're not gonna feel that power loss like you do with naturally aspirated cars. Now, if you are thinking about, and I'll get into the details of this, but if you are thinking about buying a Turbo Forester, do it now, because Subaru did just announce that for 2019 they're doing away with the turbo option, since in their opinion not a lot of people bought it. However, my wife absolutely loves hers. So these are going to be, they come in two different option packages that you can get. They really just come as they come. So this one right here is the XT Premium. So this is going to have feature-wise very similar features to the 2.5i Premium, but with obviously the larger engine. There's a few differences I'll get to in just a second. So one of the things you'll notice here when you look at these two grills here, you do see that you have the air intakes here on the turbo options, so a little bit different. This one has the fog lights. I'll get into this trim level in a second. But the bumper is just a little bit more aggressive, just kind of lets you know, hey, I decided to get the bigger engine option. I just want you to know that by looking at my front bumper. So on the inside, we are going to see the 18-inch alloy wheels that we have here. And then in terms of the interior, we are going to have a combination of leather and cloth. So the inserts, where your back touches, where your butt's on the seat, that's going to be cloth. However, the side bolsters and everything are going to be leather. You'll have a leather wrapped steering wheel, shifter knob, that type of stuff, but it's not going to be a full leather interior. So a couple of things that this does come with, in addition to that, you are going to get SI drive, which is absolutely awesome. It gives you 3 different driving modes depending on the scenario that you want to, which controls the throttle response and also the shift rate that you have there to kind of give you different feels in different scenarios. So I absolutely love that feature. This is going to be the trim level for the driving enthusiast that wants the extra performance level but doesn't necessarily want all the luxury options and paying extra for that. There's a pretty big price difference between these two options, because you do get a lot more with the XT Touring, but this one's in the low $31,000 price range, whereas this one is all the way up towards $38,000. So big difference in price there between those two different trim levels. Now, XT Touring. This is the most expensive option that we have for the most part. Yes, it is. It is the most expensive option that we have. So this is going to come with all of the bells and whistles. You just get the XT Touring as it comes, because it comes with everything. Same thing with the XT Premium. It just comes XT Premium. You can't add eyesight to it or those types of things. So the XT Touring is going to have everything that we talked about. You do have the option for the brown leather interior with certain colors that are available to you. But this one also going to come with SI drive, the larger engine options, the heated steering wheel, the navigation, the pre-collision braking with adaptive cruise control and pre-collision notifications. It will come automatically with the rear brake assist and everything as well. So anything you could possibly get, you're going to get with this car. Now, remote start is not a standard feature. However, I have found that from the factory, most of the XT Tourings will come with it. So you are going to see that here. Also gives you the very, very nice LED daytime running lights, the steering responsive LED headlights. This is a really, really, really nice car. So this has everything that you're going to have on the 2.5i Touring, but larger engine options here, the different bumper that you see here as well with a little bit more chrome, just to kind of let you know, hey, this is a high trim level vehicle. So this is my personal favorite. My wife has a 2017 of this, very, very similar. It just, back in 2017, you could get it without eyesight, which is what she has. So now eyesight is a standard feature on this, and you're also going to notice on the Touring trim levels that you do have turn signals in here on the mirrors as well. So they're still body colored, but this one, or with the limiteds you have, and limiteds and tourings are both going to have this, as well as the 50th anniversary edition, which we will look at next. So this beautiful car that you see here, and it's nice, I think they call it Heritage Blue Metallic. This is new for 2018 here, and this is going to be the 50th anniversary edition. So really what this is a 2.5i touring Forester with some limited edition kind of badging and stuff that is only going to come on the 50th anniversary. So all 50th anniversaries are going to come in the Heritage Blue Metallic. They made 1,050 of these. They also made the Crosstrek, the Impreza, the Legacy, the Outback. And we have a couple of those videos on that actually of the 50th anniversary edition. So do make sure to check those out. But they're all going to come in this package, and they're all going to have all of the features with it. You're going to get the eyesight. You're also going to have these, I think they call it satin chrome something, these mirrors. So all of them, depending, you're all going to have this kind of brushed steel. I'm just going to call it brushed steel. I think it's satin chrome something, but they're all going to have these nice side mirrors with the turn signals in here as well. And I don't know if you can see quite from here, but this does also have the 50th anniversary edition badging here. You'll have the unique kind of brushed satin chrome steel wheels that you have here, so a little bit less of a metallic finish to that, kind of a little bit sportier, very similar to what you see up here. And then you're also going to have some embroidered logos and things inside the car as well. So on the seats, you'll have the 50th anniversary edition logo, as well as on the floor mats as well. You will see that. So kind of a cool thing. It's celebrating 50 years of Subaru here in the United States. So this is kind of a cool staple, especially if you're a big Subaru fan. This is going to be a great option for you. So likewise with the Touring, this comes with everything, heated steering wheel. There is no option for brown leather seats, so they're all going to be black, unfortunately, but they do have the cool embroidered options here for you as well. So same thing, navigation, reverse automatic braking, everything you could possibly get with the Forester, going to be on this vehicle. Now, the last trim level that we have here, the 8th in the lineup that we have, is the Black Edition, which is one of my favorites. Now, this one is black in particular. You do have a couple options. I believe you can also get it in white and silver, if I'm not mistaken, I think. So limited options there for it. But in terms of features, most of this is just going to be aesthetic things that you're going to have. And it's going to be very similar to the interior that you would see on an XT Premium, but on the with the 2.5i engine. So this only comes with the engine option of the 2.5i. You will get the nice 18-inch wheels that you see here. These are specific to the Black Edition. They're all going to be black. Side mirrors will all be black as well. And then there's a couple trim accents with some silver stitching that you'll see on the inside that kind of let you know that you're sitting inside of a Black Edition. Now, one of the cool things that you do have with this, it's the same seats that you have in the XT Premium, so they're all going to be black. It doesn't matter what color option you choose to get for the outside. All the seats are going to be black, and they're also going to have the black cloth on the inside, and then the bolsters on the sides are going to be that leather option that you have. Now, even though this is not the turbo option, I think I might have forgotten to say this, the turbos do come with the paddle shifters where you can put it into manual mode and shift manually between gears. This also has that feature, so you will notice the plus and minus paddles, which are really great for mountain driving, passing people quickly on the highway, things of that nature. Just give you a little bit more control while you're out there on the road. So, but for the most part, though, the Black Edition is pretty much aesthetic for the most part. You will also have some blacked out badging here, so the Forester logo and the Subaru logo and everything are all going to be blacked out, really give it a nice kind of appearance package. You're seeing a lot of this actually in the market right now. Nissan Rogue, I think, has something similar to this, and then also the Ford Escape has kind of a sport option that is doing these blacked out rims and things. People seem to be responding very well to it, and we usually sell these quite quickly. So if you are thinking about getting one of these, definitely take a look at our inventory for sure. So this will, like I said, it comes with a 7-inch, just like on a Premium or XT Premium. You'll have the automatic climate control, the all-weather package, everything that you have here. But you do have some options in terms of adding some features. So you can get it with the eyesight and navigation and everything as an option package. But there's really just two options. You either get it with that or without that. Now, hopefully you guys have found this video to be helpful. I know there's so much information on all these different trim levels and option packages, but it's really important to us here at Groove that our customers are finding the vehicle that best suits their needs. with all the different engine options to consider, the safety features that are available to you, the Subaru Forester is an excellent, excellent vehicle for a family on the go that wants a reliable, safe, good car in the snow. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't done so already, please do subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time on Groove Subaru Today.